Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Claire from Online. Welcome to my journaling desk and stationery collection video. I'm going to run you through everything that I have. For a hobbyist, I feel like my collection is pretty modest. Again, if you are just now starting to get into journaling, or if you're just one of my pals offering support by watching this video, you might think, wow, she has a lot of stuff. So, just a reminder that regardless of where you are on your journey, you do not need to go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff, and I hope that your takeaway from this video is not simply that you need to go running to my Amazon storefront or to Hobby Lobby to get a whole bunch of new items for your collection. With that said, I'm pretty good at destashing or not hanging on to things that I don't love, so I would basically recommend everything that you see here. So first we're getting into what I keep on my desk on a daily basis. I always have a few washi tapes in this washi dispenser. I just showed you my anthropology coaster I got in like 2011 that is just so fun. I love that color. And now I'm showing you some of my bottled inks. I do have other ink samples, but these are the bottled inks that I do have currently. So yeah, just 3. I just started getting into fountain pens about a year and a half ago, and I'm still very much a beginner. Also on my desk, I usually have some lip balm, not shown. I end up finding it later this video, but I do always have some lotion, and then I have 2 different pencil sharpeners, one for regular old pencils and then one for my black wings. And then we're getting into 2 books that I keep on my desk currently. I have a collection of essays from the poet Ross Gay, Inciting Joy. This is a great little book, and I'm inching my way through it. And then my mom got me this book, Creative Visualization, which has been around for 40 years plus. She got it for me for Christmas, and I actually just finished it this week. It is awesome, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. So now we're getting into this lovely plastic container that I got on Amazon several years ago. We're getting into the mild liners. Tombow dual brush pens are my favorite. I would say if you're like just getting into journaling, I highly recommend those as brush pens or markers to use. And now I'm taking you through my modest but very delightful fountain pen collection. First up, we have a Jinhao 993 Shark fountain pen. It's so fun. I think it was like $4. This is a Kaweco Perkeo. Again, another very affordable option. And then next up, we have my 2 Twisbees, and I got these both in 2021. They were my first 2 pens, and I adore them both. I love the colors. I would love to expand my collection. Next up, we have a Kaweco AL Sport in rose gold. My boyfriend got this for me for my birthday, my 30th birthday last year. And then this one is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim, and he got this for me for Christmas. So yeah, that's me. Very excited. My 2 very nice pens. And I really would love to continue to expand my collection, and I will, but I don't need any more pens right now. And if you are here because of my TikTok or you have followed me elsewhere for a while, you know about my TikToks recently and how I am publicly discussing the fact that I'm in credit card debt and have not so great of a relationship with money and am attempting to do a low buy year where I really just cut back on consuming things and impulsive purchases and what have you. So I go into more detail on my TikTok about that. But ironically, maybe not ironically, but I was very excited to do this video. 1, because it's been requested and because I've been meaning to clean and organize everything, and this gives me an excuse, but also because I want to show appreciation for all that I do have already. I really don't need anything at all. We live in such a consumer culture that's telling you more and more and more, and we're constantly being influenced by others, especially if we spend a good deal of time on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, just social media in general, and especially like if you're part of the planner community. I mean, gosh, I've had my mild liners and my journals, my bullet journals for a while, but now that I'm into hobonichi and I have a Sailor fountain pen and there are all these leather goods that you feel like you have to put your journals in, and it's very spendy, pricey. Like, I have managed to keep it under control, so to speak, at least to a point that I feel comfortable with, but it can be a very, very expensive hobby. And I feel like with how much time I spend on it, if I didn't take the steps to become more conscious about what I was consuming, I'm not a high earner and I do have credit card debt. Again, if you can afford the fancy, pretty things, go for it, but I can't. And so I don't need to be constantly shown all that I'm needing to buy. I need to buy this, need to buy that. I post this because I want to show you all that I have, yes. And because I think it's very interesting. I like watching videos like this myself. But to reiterate, I don't want you closing out of this video and immediately like running to an online store or even to like an in-person brick and mortar to like get more stuff. Like that's not the point of all of this. You can make a wish list. That's what I talk about a lot on TikTok. Back to, I'm just going through all of my pens, and I think that this is a really easy part of the video to just kind of be blabbing, because especially if you're watching this on your TV, which if you ask me is the best YouTube watching experience, you can see everything that I'm showing you and all the logos. These clips were actually filmed about 2 weeks ago, and then I finally got around to doing the voiceovers maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and my throat was killing me, and so I made myself a hot cup of tea, and I was even talking about it in the original voiceover. I only got halfway through the video, and like I just was not, like things were just like not going right, and I was a little agitated, and yeah, it just wasn't, I wasn't my best self. I ended up testing positive for COVID the next day. So I'm on like day 3 right now. I really honestly feel okay. Like I'm out of bed. I sound all right. I don't have a fever. But yeah, I'm just like pretty tired. I'm definitely feeling low energy. But yeah, I guess I'm just grateful that I am not in pain. And anyway, also this day I was really excited to film because it was supposed to be like super overcast, and that's just like the best when you're filming things like this. And I think at this point it is pretty overcast, but you'll see later the sun is shining. My top 3 pens for everyday writing are the Uniball Signo .28, the Pentel Energel Clena in .3, and the Muji .38. Yes, they are all great. Minimal smudging, they're all extra fine. Again, the .38 less so than the .28. .3 is right in the middle. And here I am grabbing my very favorite tombow fudenosuke. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced a bajillion different ways. Anyway, that's my favorite. It's the hard tip brush pen. And so those are my 4 favorites. And then, yeah, you always need an X-Acto knife. No idea when I picked that up, but it has been useful when I've been cutting through magazines. So now I am going through the bottom shelf of my IKEA cart, and first up we have the box, my Sailor Pro Gear Slim. I'm just now realizing I didn't show you the nibs on any of my fountain pens, but that will be a separate video. I'll get further into that. Fountain pen enthusiasts kind of intimidate me, I'm not gonna lie. You guys are so mean. This is a Bagoo bag, and it holds my external hard drives. I'm currently going through like an archiving project of my pictures and videos from high school and college. This is a very delightful little pouch I got from a local gift shop. It's where I usually keep my Kindle, but this day my Kindle was charging. I am so sorry. I do not know who the maker is, but it really is so cute. This is a desk pouch from Hobonichi. I got it just this past 2023 drop. I ordered it in October, and this is where I put some of my items for when I want to be on the go and journal at a coffee shop with a friend or something. And then this is my Hobonichi 2023 cardboard box. And in here you will find some extra small boxes. So I have both of my TWSBI kits in here with the little wrench. I have some extra HP ink, my Apple pencil cases here, an extra Glossier bag, some ink droppers, and my Blackwing pencils. Next up, we have some stationery pads, just some letter paper from both Muji and One Canoe 2. There we go. That's actually a friend of a friend. They're based out of Missouri, and we used to stock their items at the gift shop I worked at in Fayetteville. I bought myself some Prismacolor colored pencils about 10 years ago now, my goodness. And I used to use these a lot more when I was bullet journaling. This is the coziest little coloring book that I honestly have not broken into yet. I just ordered it around the holidays and I'm inspired to break this out this weekend as I recover. Next up, we have The Artist's Way. I have been using morning pages in my creative practice for years now, but I have not read this book all the way through. So I got it off Pango Books for a deeply discounted price, and I'm excited to get into it this year. My chair and my desk are both from IKEA. I don't really love either, but again, low buy. They get the job done. And now we can move on to the items in my Hay crates. So yes, the brand is Hay. There are some dupes on Amazon. I personally got mine at the Hay store in Chicago when they were on sale after Christmas last year. So I have some fun inks and stamps here. This is also a cute little traveling watercolor case that I got from Sleet City Art Supply in Fayetteville. It's new-ish. It's opened in the past year. If you've not been, you seriously should check it out. I have my alphabet stamps here, which I honestly don't use enough. I love them so much. And see, that's why I kind of like doing this video and filming this for you all, because I rediscovered some things that I just don't get into in my day-to-day journaling practice. Next up, we have, what is this? Instructions for my sailor pen and then some blotting paper. But this, it's a little chaotic, but it works for me. This is just the little tub where I keep my ink samples and, of course, some high chews and some Dayquil, which would prove to come in handy later this week. So I'm just going to show these on the screen. I'm not going to go through and say exactly where I got each one from or what they are. However, a lot of them are sailors or pilots, and I got these ones with the yellow labels from a follower of mine on Instagram named Elizabeth. I am so grateful. Thank you, Elizabeth. She sent me a whole bunch as well as some washi samples around Thanksgiving, and seriously, it was so kind. Thank you. I appreciate it endlessly. I also do get some of my ink samples from Goulet pens. People do ask me where I like to order from online, and again, I'm not like a huge stationery shopper. I do like to go in person to Atlas Stationers in Chicago as well as Wonder Fair in Lawrence, Kansas. And I really try to like just save up, make a wish list, and then kind of go all out when I visit either home or Kansas. If I do order from online, I love Goulet Pen Company as well as Jet Pens. So a lot of these other samples have made their way to me through Goulet pens, and what I do when I make an order is I either add on a couple of ink samples or I look for a promotion that they're doing where they include a few ink samples with the order. I did get this one right here, this color verse from Wonder Fair. So yeah, there we go. Okay, these are beautiful. My first Ferris wheel press. I don't know what the name of this set is, but it's like mulberry something. Morningside Mint is one of them, and then this one is April Showers Sparkling. Look at that. To be honest, I haven't used that one yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Again, more inspiration to get into some of the things that I own this weekend. Moving right along into my washi tape hay crate. This is also where I keep my Canon Ivy. I do get a lot of questions about whether or not the Canon Ivy is, quote, worth it. I have a really funny story where I actually like crowdsourced for my Canon Ivy. I asked my followers on Instagram around my 30th birthday last year to send me like 30 cents. And a lot of people did, and only a few people were like over gratuitous, I guess, if that's the word. And yeah, so I was able to buy it. The quality is like a 6 out of 10, but it gets the job done. It's really convenient. It's super cool. I don't hate that I have it. Would I spend $117 on it right now or however much it is? No. So I won't be going through and showing you exactly where I got every single tape that I have, but I do have a reel on my Instagram that I will link below that does have them all listed. Work smarter, not harder. And again, this is one of those things where it's like, wow, that's a whole lot of decorative tape, but if you are a journaler or a planner, hobbyist, whatever you want to call us, this might just be the tip of the iceberg. So again, I kind of just go through every now and then, and if I'm not feeling a tape anymore, I'll pass it over to a friend. So yeah, I try to keep my collection contained to this container, and it works for me. And then finally, well, we're going to be hanging out in here for a while. This is my paper crate. And please look at my school picture from 5th grade. My paper situation is organized chaos, and I have to be very diligent about going through this collection every 4 to 6 weeks so that it doesn't get out of control. I reach into these two envelopes very frequently. The first one houses little cutouts from letters from family and friends and also magazine clippings. And then the second bright green one is where I keep some sticker sheets. I have my Mrs. Grossman sticker sheets, courtesy of Fitzgerald's Fine Stationery in Oak Park, Illinois, and also my good friend Rachel Dawson. Thank you so much. And then I have some other sticker sheets. These are like pieces of sticker sheets that are no longer like fully intact that I just don't want to lose. Like some of this stuff is 6, 7 years old. I don't remember exactly where it's from. I do enjoy going to Wonder Fair and shopping around and looking for things in person. So I'm also pretty bad when it comes to like linking stuff. But I know that some of my sticker sheets are from Midori, others are from Target. Don't underestimate just going to Target and seeing what you can find. These sticker books right here are from the brand Bando, and I got them online on sale. If you're really looking to like jumpstart your sticker collection, I would definitely recommend these just because there are so many varied designs. And something I do really enjoy about these sticker books is that you can find all of the artists listed in the back. So if you really want to continue to support their work, you can do so. Now we're getting into the land of the sticky sticker packs. I get almost all of these from Wonder Fair, and they are several years old. I do not know this brand, and I'm sorry. I do have regrets going into this video being like, I don't know where my stuff is from. But it goes back to my general plea to not leave this video with the need to like go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. If I were you, I would take this as an opportunity. If you just like simply must buy something, find a local pen and paper shop and walk in and see what inspires you to create. These top two stickers are from a mutual, Laura, on Instagram and TikTok. She's awesome. Now we're getting into some local stickers. I'm from Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville to be exact. I'm really from Chicago, but I've lived in Arkansas for the past, oh my gosh, 7 years now? No. Yes. Anyway, so some of these are like very local to me. If you would like to expand your own vinyl sticker collection, my tips are to tell friends and then they will start to pick up stickers for you. Go to your local coffee shops. They always have a ton of stickers. And once you start looking for them, I'm telling you, you will find them everywhere. Also, not sound advice necessarily, but I historically have gotten a lot of my vinyl stickers just from online shopping. I'm thinking like Glossier, Parade, things like that. Also, Redbubble. Redbubble is a great place to get fun and funky stickers. They're not vinyl though, so you got to be careful about where you put them. Oh, actually, I think you might be able to order vinyl. They're just more expensive. Anyway, I love all of my Redbubble stickers. They are all currently on my journals. So now we are getting into the bottom of this hay crate, and I just kept my little Hobonichi Life book pamphlets this year. And then here we have some more intact sticker sheets. That was just a funny Kermit reaction pic that I printed out using my Canon Ivy. We have some Memo Me stickers. No clue where those are from. I would like now to shout out my friend and coworker Angie, who has an awesome Etsy shop called Plan Fantastic, and she so kindly shared some of her Hobonichi Weeks sticker planner sets, planner packs. What are they called? I don't typically plan this way, but it's inspiring me to do so. And also, look at those cute little emojis, and the polar bears are the very best. I remember when she gave them to me a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, kind of a bummer that like the weather is not going to cooperate. It's going to be so mild, but we did get a snow and ice storm this week and we've been home all week long. So I guess it was a good week to get COVID after all. Also, shout out to Helen, the Coffee Monsters Co. I finally made my first order around Christmas. So delightful, so cute, so fun. Here are some Midori sticker sheets that are so lovely. I'm pretty sure they're all from Midori. I did get them in person at Wonder Fair, again in Lawrence, Kansas. I'm telling you, that store is just, it's my personal Disneyland. And I can't believe it, but we are actually nearing the end of my stationery collection and the end of this video. I guess we still have a couple minutes left, but I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine what clips I have in store because I edited this quite a few days ago now, over a week ago actually. So yeah, it's been kind of a tough week. Working from home and trying not to experience the existential dread that comes along with just like bad weather and not feeling well. Yeah, it's not been the very best week that I've had in my life. Thought I would do a little bit of housekeeping now. Thank you all so much for being here. Please subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I don't really know what's in store for this channel aside from plan with me's and journal with me's and perhaps some vlogs coming up. Again, if you're here from TikTok and you'd like to hear me talk more about my low buy, low spend journey, I'm sure that content will naturally come into these videos as well. Mild break for Trader Joe's gummy candies because I typically always have either those fruit gummies or Scandinavian swimmers around when I am journaling. And there's that lip balm that I talked about earlier. If you want more Claire from Online, I am on Instagram at Claire from Online, where I basically just share journaling stuff and silly memes. I'm also on TikTok. That might be why you are here. Speaking of TikTok, this is my hobonichi weeks where this year I am using it kind of as like a financial tracker. I'm tracking literally everything that I purchase to kind of go along with my overall getting out of debt journey and low spend year. Anyway, so that's TikTok. Obviously, here we are on YouTube. And then I also do have a Substack newsletter. My Substack is a labor of love. I have been enjoying it so much. If you would like to see my weekly recaps in written form, I also post musings about internet culture and social media of the 2000s and 2010s, as well as journaling and stationery supplies talk. If you are interested in subscribing, I will leave the link down below in addition to all the other links I have. It's about 4 p.m. on a Saturday and my downstairs neighbor is blasting Fetty Wap, so that is my cue to go. Thank you all so much for the love. I'll see you next time. Bye.